Who pays attention to the Delphi case or the Idaho 4 case? If you do not, could you tell me, if you would like, why? I have a reason for asking. It's not for like my own sick gratification, but I am very curious. The reason why I follow these cases, A, Delphi, I was near the area. I won't say exactly where I was at, but when I was on the road traveling during COVID, doing ICU traveling, I went to Delphi and they had not arrested anybody. And so it was very tense when I was there. And I just remember them telling me about it, and I was just like, Jesus, like, this is horrible. So the reason why I focus on these cases, like in my downtime, specifically these two, is because these are two cases that are very similar to one another, and they, in my personal opinion, do affect everybody in the United States, especially for those who believe in the Constitution, because neither of these gentlemen, in my personal opinion, based off of all the evidence, did it. And things are coming out now, specifically in relation to Delphi. And again, my opinion, there's a lot of shady activity that is now being proven, that has been suspected. Obviously, that case happened in, I think, 2017. And in my humble opinion, I think that Delphi was sort of the outline for Idaho 4 for them to not drag that out as long as humanly possible, because we're seeing the exact same thing go on in these two cases, because there is no proof that Brian Koberger was involved. There also is no proof that Richard Allen was involved, right? But let's go ahead and look. So just for like the basics, right? Because these, again, if you give a fuck about your rights, excuse my language, if you give a fuck about your rights, or you could sit there and, focus on fucking Epstein, right? Go focus and obsess on Epstein for the rest of your life and let them dangle that carrot. I know that I make schizo clips about it, but whatever. Focus on that. Focus on the fake and gay shit and not the Palantir techno overlords, because that's what's going on in these cases, and that's why I pay attention to these cases, because these cases is the implementation of the fucking technocratic police state, whether you like it or not. I'm not out here simping for serial killers, which I have been accused of hundreds of times, that I love serial killers, that like, oh my God, why don't you just like write to Brian Koberger and like he'll probably get back to you. And it's like, just stop. And then they let him go. But before they let him go, they went through his phone so that the state could find out what the defense was doing. The level of cover up on this is fucking insane. Excuse my language, but you have to ask yourself, why so much fuss over a couple of dead girls, right? Why so much fuss? This is beyond true crime. This is beyond anything like that, and I don't accept that argument. I just don't. I think that these are things that people should pay attention to instead of sitting there focusing on fucking Epstein. You're never getting the fucking videos. Quit caring about the list. The list doesn't matter. They have the videotapes. Why are you still asking for the same fucking thing? You're never going to get it, right? And I lose respect for people and assume that they have a much lower intelligence level. Okay, so if that's you, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.